What's crackin', figure freaks? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Gingervitis75, your blue collar collector, coming at you with another action figure review. Today we are doing a little 2-for-1 with the X-Men 97 series, Marvel Legends, Jubilee, and EMMA Frost. Now, am I excited for these figures? I don't know. That's hard to say. I'm looking forward to some aspects of the figures. With Emma, I'm just looking for that upgrade from the Hellfire Club figure, which right now is her legs are getting all bendy and warped, and she can't really stand up that well, so I have her on a stand. I'm seeing that a lot of these stiletto heeled or just dressy heel shoes on the women, they do stand up better nowadays. Seems like they're improving that. I don't know if it's engineering or just more sturdy. I'm not sure, but looking for the upgrade. Hopefully this girl doesn't have as much of a problem standing. With Jubilee, I am really looking forward to her special effects. We got the firework hands here. They look awesome. I like that she's got the little Slurpee cup for when she's going to the mall and playing video games. And then also the the reflective sheen sunglasses. It kind of gives off that animated style effect. Really cool. The figure, it looks okay. We'll get into that more. Let's look around at the back of the box here. We got the rest of the series. I'm gonna say that Cable is probably taking the top spot with Logan coming in second. Right now, Morph is probably last, and that's not to say that he is a shit figure. Just, I don't know, they just didn't do that much for him. Very skinny figure, just kind of seems odd, but anyways, let's rip these two ladies open and see what they are all about. Out of the packaging, let's look at the accessories here. Starting with Emma, we do have those power wielding hands. You know the deal. And then we got the spare windswept hair head sculpt. I actually really like this a lot. And again, you're seeing these wide strands of hair that we got with Rogue and with Storm, as well as Jean. So I don't mind it. You know, it's kind of still brings that animated style. Good looking head sculpt there though. She's looking pretty. Emma's a hot mama. Other than that, here we'll kind of check out this one. I'm kind of encountering, this is a pretty nice head sculpt as well. She doesn't look like such a hard ass. She kind of looks pretty. I'm kind of running into some of the same issues that I did with the previous Hellfire Club Emma, although she does stand up much better. Hopefully those legs don't start bending and warping as quickly, but just getting her to stand up, there's so much weight in the back, and to get her to kind of teeter on those heels, it was kind of tasking for a little bit, but she stands up pretty well. I don't think the Hellfire version could stand up by herself. I have her on a stand right now. So, but also when I was checking out the thigh cut here, I kind of twisted around and it just popped right off the joint. Watch this. Watch, it probably won't this time. There we go. See? Comes off very easily on this side. So it might be just me, but I don't foresee it being too much of a problem in the future. You know, you just gotta, I don't know, push it in there a little bit, and then it should be A-okay. Let's see if she'll stand up now after doing that. Come on, baby. There we go. And then we're moving on to Jubilee. Jubilation Lee. We got the Slurpee cup here. Straw. We've gotten this earlier. I think it was the Spider-Verse Peter Parker. And we got the grippy hand. And then we got this kind of power-wielding hand. I like that one. Looks pretty good. The reaching out hand. And then we got these firework display power effect hands. Pretty cool. Gotta have her with at least one of these for display. Multiple colors. Some of her little firework balls. Pretty good. And then of course, we got the sunglasses, but they don't move. I thought they'd go down over her eyes. That's not the case. It's glued, or yeah, it's just glued in there. So that's what you get. It would have been nice if you could put them like in front of her eyes. Other than that, I do like this jacket. It's like, seriously, it's like some rubber, feels like a raincoat. I don't know if I've ever felt plastic like this for a Marvel Legends, but kind of reminds me of that, like the see-through raincoat that one dirty whore wore in Blade Runner in the first one, when Harrison Ford just blows her away. She's like running through windows and shit. So it just, I don't know, I know it's yellow and it's not see-through, but it just kind of reminds me of that. So definitely an upgrade here for Jubilee from that earlier one that we got, where she's blowing, she's got the blowing bubble accessory, or like spare head. I should actually bust those out. I don't have her with her bubble gum for any of my Jubilees so far. Let's go through articulation. Jubilee's head swivels all the way around, looks down. It looks like, I think this neck moves around. So we got the ball joint on the top of the neck, and then no, it doesn't. It moves a little bit. So there's some movement down here. That's pretty cool that they covered it up with this kind of turtleneck here. And then of course we got the shoulders that go up there. Round and round, 360. We got the double jointed, jacketed, female pinless arms, elbows. So that's pretty cool. And then we do have do we have a pivot here on the hands? I don't know. Let's check it out here. Yeah, we do. At the palm. And then we got the twist at the wrist. We have a diaphragm swivel, smaller female. Ooh, damn, what was that noise? Did you hear that? Crack. She does the splits like so. Ooh, it almost seems like her thighs or her hips are gonna pop off this ball joint as well. So we got that. Nice splits. We got the thigh cut. We got the double jointed knees. The plastic is feeling very soft, pinless, and then we do have a boot cut, and then we got the tilt as well as the pivot on the ankle rocker. So not a bad looking figure, I would say. The legs are super soft. I mean, like, look at this. This just wants to come off almost. It's like pulling at it. So gotta be careful, guys. Be careful with your figs. That's horrible. Is she gonna be able to stand up? Oh God. Soft, very soft. I'll spend half the review monkeying around with these two ladies. Oh! Alright, well, we'll just move along to Emma. The head goes around. Pretty good range there, kind of bobs. She does have the shoulder articulation, but you have the cape that goes around. I could just do this. Goes around. Double jointed elbows. You know the deal. It's the same thing. Yeah. No body articulation. We just have kind of a pivot and a twist at the waist. Hips. We're going to try it again. Oh, we got it. All right, good deal. It still wants to come off, but we have the thigh cut, double jointed knees. She can kick her own butt. She's a flexible lady. And then, of course, we got the pivot on the ankle. Not much tilt because she's got the heels on, right? So let me put these ladies back together here, and we'll progress the review. And here we have our two ladies kind of posed out. I gotta say, I am not impressed with these figures at all. It was going so well with this X-Men 97 line. All those 2-packs, Gambit, Rogue, Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Jean, awesome. Great figures. These two, not so much. If these were in a 2-pack, oh, I would be pissed, honestly. You know, I'm thinking about what would improve these figures, and right now it's almost everything. The plastic is so soft on this girl. I don't know. The way that the hands articulate on the effect hands is just kind of weird. I don't know. It's all right, I guess, but she's actually pretty wobbly. I do like the raincoat and the look of it. It's decent, but just not that much of an upgrade. I love this raincoat, honestly. It is kind of cool, but there's gaps at the hips. Very soft plastic, especially in the legs for both of them. So I just wonder how much longer Emma is going to be able to stand up on her own, much like the previous offering, which is she's like crippled basically. Would have been nice for Jubilee if the glasses would slide down. Like if there's like a hinge back here and they just kind of slide down ever so slightly over the eyes, that would have been huge, you know. Yeah, I'm going to give Emma a 5.5 and Jubes is getting a 5.8. I don't think she's deserving of a 6. This is out of 10, guys. So it's just both of these are a little bit on the disappointing side. Soft plastic on both the legs. Of course, with Emma, what would have made it better? Like, there's a lot of things. If you guys recall the movie or the X-Men cartoon Pride of the X-Men, she shows up and she like telekinetically creates like a lightning bolt that she throws at the X-Men. I think that would have been a nice little addition. That would have been kind of fun. See, these bitches just want to keep falling down. Sorry, just kidding. They're not bitches, but they're frustrating. You know, the cape gets in the way. Let's try a soft goods cape. Like maybe you could do the plastic up here and just raise it up a little higher so it didn't obstruct the arms so much, but get like a, well, I know that, and then I know there's blue on the inside, white on the outside. 2-ply that shit and maybe do like a kind of real fur kind of deal up here, just so she's flexible and she can move her arms around, because that's kind of important. And maybe some kind of like, I don't know, something to show telepathy coming out of her head. This review is fucked. This is like reminding me of like what it was like when I first started doing this shit. So, you know, I just be wary, guys. You know, like things were going so well and I was loving these reviews and loving the figures, but yeah, not the best, just not. So 5.5 for Emma. I did that. 5.5 for Emma and a 5.8 for Jubes, just because she got all of those accessories. She's gonna stand up one of these days, guys, I promise. I got a shit too, but yeah, not great. You know, I do like the new look with the lines down her thighs, down her legs on Emma. Very nice looking. It's basically, it is different with the cape, just the way how the cape is molded. I do like both of these head sculpts, but I kind of like the windswept one a little bit better. Just a little more attitude, a little more flavor. You know, you got that kind of extra strand that's blowing in front of her face. I like it. So, but that's about it. You know, there's not much more to these figures. You get some hands, you get power effects for Jubilee, and a foam cup with a straw, and then you get the spare head. So it's just not much there. And I got legs popping off. I'm not getting choked up because I'm getting upset here, guys. I just got a frog in my throat. And then, of course, this girl is like just bouncing, you know, so her rubbery legs are just, it's a little bit frustrating. So not great, guys. So not enough to give it a thumbs down, but low rating, you know. And I don't just hand out high ratings. Like I rarely go above 8, and I rarely go below 6. So these aren't great figures. They're not totally pieces of shit, but I don't like them. They are upgrades though. So obviously, let's get into comparisons so I can kind of show you what's going on with my Hellfire Club Emma. Plus I gotta take a doo-doo. And here we have a few Jubilations and a few Emmas. And Emma has always been kind of a source of frustration. Just heels, and you know, they came out with the Astonishing version, which is, I think they're modeling the diamond form after this figure here. But from what I've seen, you're getting that same cape, you're getting the same head sculpt, but it's going to be a translucent diamond looking mold. So I don't know if it's kind of like Iceman, where it's like see-through, translucent, kind of blue, kind of clear. That's what we're getting. And I don't know if that's going to mean that it's going to be a way softer plastic. I don't know if you guys remember that Iceman way back from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave. I sold that, but man, there was such a huge gap in the hips, and I mean, that shit wasn't just soft, it was gummy, you know, so he had to go. He was almost an eyesore on my display, you know, so I just wonder how that's gonna go with little Miss Emma Frost here. This figure doesn't have much of a problem standing up. Compared to this one, at least so far, it's just a bitch. Now she's on the chopping block for sure. She's out of here. You know, it's probably gonna go on eBay for super cheap, because look at this. Look at those legs, dude. That thing's all curling out like that. This other one, her left leg is okay, but the right, just too much. And I keep doing stuff like this just to make it not look like it's so shitty, you know. So give it a little push there, you know, and it's just she won't stand up, dude. And I'm having the same problems with that Hellfire Club Jean. Like, I got her up on a stand, and it's just, she does not want to stand up. So I would say this Emma looks quite a bit better. Obviously, she's got the pinless knees and the double jointed arms, but it's like, why make the upgrades? Because she can't really move her arms with the cape on. So is it cape off? Is she gonna be sexy, or does she want to stay warm? You know, so yeah, just, it's an upgrade, just not that much of one. I don't think she deserves a 6. Emma's getting the 5.5, 5.5 out of 10. Over here, Jubilee, we have a our earliest, at least the first one that I got, and I think this is like a 5-year-old figure. The plastic on the trench coat or the raincoat is a little more stiff. I do really like this figure. I don't really like the head. The glasses, again, are glued on. You know, you got those standard effects. But I like the rolled up jean cutoff look. I like the shoes. I wish they could have, I don't know, made it look a little bit better. But it's not bad. It's not better. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm getting texts left and right. Sorry. So, I don't know. This needs to be improved. Is this the one I want instead of this figure on display? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. Maybe I'll swap the special effects and the hands. I don't know. But I don't think it's worth it to me to give this one up. Now, this one I do like. You know, we're still at single jointed elbows, but I like the effects. The glasses do come off, which is pretty cool. So this is from the training suit 3-pack. Can't remember who she came with, but it was like Forge and Storm, and there's Psylocke, Gambit, and Banshee. 2 3-packs. So this is actually a decent figure, and I love thinking about these figures because it was back when Jim Lee was kicking ass for Uncanny X-Men. So definitely upgrades. It's just, it's not blowing me away. It's not, there's nothing shocking or surprising or like overly pleasant about these figures, you know. It's kind of meh. But otherwise, she's on the chopping block. Thinking about her, but I don't know if I want to give her up for this. You know, it's an upgrade in some ways, but it's also a downgrade in some ways, just for, I think, aesthetic and just kind of look. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, we're gonna try getting all the X-Men 97 figures out here, and yeah, let's see what we can do. Here we are just in my little back room, and I took the old Hellfire Emma off her stand, and she's standing just fine. God damn it. So I hope I have the same problem with my new one where she will stand in her place forever and ever. And here we got the whole entire gang. We got the entire X-Men 97 series here. We got Wave 1 on the top tier, Wave 2, Wave 3, and then of course our 3 2-packs. Oh, and Baby Cable. Can't forget Baby Cable. So just gonna go through, I guess, which ones I think are the best. I'm not gonna rank them all, but I'm going to go through which ones I think are the best and which ones I think are some of the worst. And then the rest are just kind of stuck in the middle. And then we're going to just talk about some ideas for a 4th wave, some hopefuls, wish list, whatever. I'm going to say that this Wolverine is definitely standout. This Cyclops is a much loved, much needed figure. I was kind of in love with the original one from that, what was it, the 2-pack from like, what, 6-7 years ago? But this one is a superior figure, I would say. I just don't know if I like these swashbuckler boots. Cable here is going to be one of the better ones. Let's go Nightcrawler, if you can get out of here unscathed. There we go, Nightcrawler. Of course, this tiger striped Wolverine. Excuse me, Storm. I would have to say this Gambit. This Gambit, I mean, if you might be seeing a pattern here. This Cyclops as well. So I'm calling these the best of. Maybe some honorable mentions. Oh shit. Definitely got to put Bishop here as well. So that is your best of, I would say. So we got both Cyclops. We got 2 of the Wolverines. We got 2 Gambits. We got Cable. We got Bishop, and we got Nightcrawler. So I would say honorable mentions. This Rogue here is pretty nice. The civilian Wolverine with the cards. The Goblin Queen is alright. I know a lot of people don't like this Magneto. I actually do like it a lot. And then if we're gonna go with the worst, I gotta go Morph. This Rogue up here. And then the Executioner. I think they could have done this figure way better. I mean, it is kind of cool looking, but it's just, I don't know, man. The articulation is horrible. And then let's just talk real quick about some ideas for a 4th wave. Considering who is in season 2, I heard we're gonna be getting a lot of Colossus. We saw him in the trailer, and he's got his jeans and the tank top. So if we got one of like a Colossus and a tank top, man, that'd be sweet. If we got like some soft goods like we did with Rogue here, and you could remove the tank top and just have him like no shirt, just all steel skin. Maybe a slightly trimmer Colossus than we've been getting, and just a little bit taller. I don't know. Otherwise, maybe Callisto, even though we got her with that Wolverine, what was it, a 5-pack with like Cypher and Omega Red. Who else is in it? Is it Mastermind? Yeah. Magic. I wouldn't mind getting a new Magic in like the training suit gear with the metal arm. That'd be kind of rad. Exodus, who we did see in season 1, I would say perfect opportunity to get that. I mean, we got Fabian Cortez in our comic book line, and I will tell you that this wave, this line, it falls into my comic book characters, so I can easily match these up with the comic book characters. The only ones that I don't match up with my comic book characters figures is the MCU figures, which I no longer collect, and I sold them all off. Just because I'm kind of strictly comic book accurate displays. And then, of course, like the Spider-Verse stuff, which is, I think, some of the weirdest, wonkiest, articulated, molded figures, like that Spider-Man 2099, I thought was just wretched. You know, are we going to get Angel, Iceman, Psylocke? I don't know. That would be nice. Maybe a new Havoc. Forge, I think, is a must-have. So we could get a new Forge, maybe in kind of the blue and yellow. Maybe he's kind of got the civvies on. I think Robert Kelly and Trask. You know, there's other, you know, there's some far reachers like Captain America. We could get a Captain America and kind of get that like shaded cell. You know, how he's got like the dark black around the A on his forehead like he did in the cartoon. And then maybe a General Ross. That wouldn't be bad, a Thunderbolt. So that's it, guys, and I hope you did enjoy my review. Let's put our two ladies here in the front. Please don't fall over, Emma. Looking good. So Jubilee and Emma, not the greatest. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I did order on eBay a soft goods cape. It is blue on the inside and white on the outside. It's got the it's soft goods, and then it's got kind of the furry stuff up top here, and it has the little clasp in the middle. So I'm pretty excited to get that. It is a wired cape. It'll be my first. So when I get that in, we'll put it on Emma and we'll play with her a little bit. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. I appreciate the watches. I appreciate the likes, subs, blah, blah, blah. So stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be, I'm going to do this, the Police Emergency Services Unit, G.I. Joe Classified. Some pickups I made. I not only got these, but I found Big D, Diesel, Chase variant, and the white shirt. Picked this up for 17 bucks. Figured I was getting the police guys in. Why not get another fireman if it's at the right price? And then I went to my comic book store. Got this guy, the Grim Viper, which is kind of a repaint of the Range Viper. Looking pretty good there. And then what I'm mostly excited about is Gladiator Deathbird. This looks like an amazing set, so I think I'm going to do the cops. Then I'll do these two guys. And I picked up some comic books here. Most Wanted. We got the Expatriate X-Men, part of that new Age of Revelation. And then X-Vengers, which is part of the same series. I can't keep up with getting all these titles for this little thing. I'm sick and tired of comic books, so I think I'm going to drop them. But one thing that I got, which I'm very excited about, is this Fantastic Four Visionaries. It's all the John Byrne stuff. Super stoked. So like kind of when Thing drops out of the Fantastic Four and She-Hulk pops in, and John Byrne's writing and doing all of the artwork. And then a couple of little side stories here with Thing. He quits, so you get a little bit of a Thing story in the mix. So pretty excited about that one. So guys, hey, I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one. All right, peace out.